It's presidential campaign season, and we're in the home stretch. The finish line is so close you can almost smell it. Most likely that's because Donald Trump is standing near the finish line, and let me tell you something, that's a diaper you can definitely smell. For Harris, it's an all-out sprint to the finish line. For Trump, it's time for a nap. Trump has canceled more than a few interviews now because he was exhausted. And of course he's exhausted. Who wouldn't be exhausted after this?
Some of those people went down to the Capitol. I said, peacefully and patriotically, nothing done wrong at all, nothing done wrong. And action was taken, strong action. Ashley Babbitt was killed. Nobody was killed. There were no guns down there. We didn't have guns. The others had guns, but we didn't have guns. And
yeah, I'd like to see some Latino polling now because those looks, that's what's known as the Latino BS meter, and they are off the charts. Let's just say Trump couldn't have done any worse if he had tossed them paper towels. Or how about this? Seriously, getting booed at the Al Smith dinner? That's like getting booed at the church picnic. It's worth noting that the Cardinal of New York was more than willing to shake the hand of the convicted felon and adjudicated rapist. After all, Jesus was forgiving, and as Scripture tells us, he was especially forgiving of those who tormented Haitian immigrants, spreading lies about them and scapegoating them. Side note, where were all those Ohio Catholic bishops when Trump was bashing on Haitians? Kamala Harris, on the other hand, is having a great old time. She even enjoyed being heckled.
Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally. No, I think you meant to go to the smaller one down the street.
And so how is she winding down the campaign? By hitting those swing states and campaigning with people who know how to light up a crowd. On Saturday, Harris is going to Detroit for a Get Out the Vote event. Not as formal as a rally, but she's still got to look her best. So she's going to do her hair toss and check her nails. Trump is an idiot and he's going to jail. Meaning none other than Lizzo is joining her in Detroit, and you know Motown is going to rock the vote. Early voting in Michigan is bringing in great results for Kamala, and she's going to bring it on home with Lizzo. But since Kamala has a lot of energy, she's also going later in the day to a rally in hot Atlanta. She's going to be with an usher at the Atlanta rally. I'm not sure why. Apparently, they're a lot more formal in Atlanta and want everybody seated in their properly assigned seat. So, usher in Atlanta. I mean, okay, Atlanta, you do you. I certainly miss the days when ushers seated you, so good on Atlanta. And that's just the beginning. Harris is going to return to
Georgia, Georgia,
on October 24th and campaign with Barack Obama. Several betting sites are now giving odds and taking bets as to whether Obama is going to make his size joke again. So how hot is the Harris campaign? This is how hot. When Barack Obama is your warm-up act, you know you are way hot. Because Obama on the 24th is just the warm-up. On the 26th, Harris will be back in Michigan with the country's biggest draw, Michelle Obama. Yes, it's football season, and yes, Michelle is a Chicago girl, but even Lions fans are going to turn out to hear Michelle, who is probably going to remind them that 6 auto plants closed in Michigan under a Trump presidency, and he did absolutely nothing to stop it from happening. Now, personally, I wish Harris and Obama would also go to Texas and put Colin Allred over the top, because getting rid of Cruz and Trump in one election, that would help this country get rid of the misery of putting up with this nightmare sequel titled MAGA 3, The Return of Blah Blah the Putz. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats.